Yeah. Meditation is pretty simple. It's a state of being that is in everybody and everything, and it is the calm waters at the bottom of the ocean. It's raging on top, it's stormy, and those waves are crashing into each other. You can see this like your mind, and you've got all these thoughts and anxieties and whatnot on the surface, like deep down. It's always calm. It's always calm. All these external things that we attach ourselves to are not really us. We are something much deeper. So meditation can be difficult because you tend to attach to your thoughts and believe that they are like you, part of you. And in a sense they are, right? They are coming from you, but you don't have to be them. You can just watch them and let them flow past. So I always like to sit cross-legged, and not always because I can't cross my legs at the moment, but generally cross-legged, back straight, looking up, not up, but sitting up straight. And I'll close my eyes. That's one part of it, one version. Another version is opening your eyes, and you can pinpoint a place or a part of the room with open eyes, and your focus will be on that particular thing. So you'll focus in on that, and you can dilate your eyes so you're opening it to the whole room. You can view my finger here and my finger here at the same time, right? That's perspective, that's peripheral vision, and you can do that on a broader spectrum. And a great way to meditate is to focus in on something and then open your vision, dilate your eyes so you're seeing the whole thing, but you're also focused. And this moves you into the right hand brain, the open oneness, the creative side. And so that's one part of it, is focal attention. Breathing. You want to slow your breath down. In the modern world, with all the chemicals and stuff going on, we breathe a lot faster. We breathe around 15 breaths per minute. There were studies to show that even as far back as as close as the 1930s, I think it is, that it was on 6 seconds, 6 breaths per minute on average in the 30s, and following decades it's got shorter and shorter. So you want to slow down your breath, and this will put your heart in rhythm with your breath. There's a thing called heart rate variability, where you can actually sense that you're in the right frame of work. Like if you get hot and heavy hands, or your lips start tingling ever so slightly, that's showing you that you're in heart rate variability, where your heart rhythm is matching your breath. So there's a few two things that you can look out for to suggest that you're on the right track. So you've got focal attention, opening up, dilation of the eyes. You've got following your breath, and then if you were to be closing your eyes, you can also focus on the light that your eyes are producing. So I generally tend to see like sort of goldeny, orangey shapes, very circular shapes, just sort of bubbling around. And we know that's our nervous system. Like our eyes don't just stop at our brain, they go into our brain and follow our nerves all the way down. You have a dorsal nerve at the back and your vagal nerve at the front, and they both correspond with different parts of the brain. So you want to get into the back, you want to get into the dorsal, and to do this you need to extend the exhale just a little bit more than the inhale, and this puts pressure on your vagal nerve and sends the energy to the back, so you can then go into the right hand side of your brain. The more feminine, the more sort of openness part of our existence and whatnot. So there's another pointer. A few things like, I tend to do it without music, without light, turn the lights off, and that's a good way to get in a feel for the body. I'll concentrate on certain parts of my body, the feet, then my knees, left and right, up to the hips, different parts of the body, just to get like almost put your consciousness in those parts. Like your heart doesn't have any nerves, so if someone was to have a heart attack, the pain gets put out to different parts of like the arm. You might feel pain in the arm, but it's not there, it's actually in the heart. So the mind is always how do you say projecting. The brain is always projecting things to different parts of the body, so you can project your awareness into different parts of your body, and then you get a better feel for your nervous system. And your nervous system is subconscious, but if you project out to it a lot more, that will become more conscious. So that's a great way to start. It's by concentrating on different parts of the body, and it pushes you into a deeper state of awareness. And so that's, yeah. And then I was thinking, like, when you see the lights at the back of your eyes, you can also link this to what you hear. You may start hearing a ringing sound, and that is the sound of your nervous system. So you can then tune into that. If you hear it, you can concentrate your attention on that sound, and it'll enhance. And whether the attention that you put into it makes it enhanced, or whether you literally can hear it more, like when you concentrate on something, you can hear more parts of it. But so the ringing sensation is actually your nervous system, and there's reports to suggest that tinnitus itself is actually when someone's overstimulated and whatever they're doing in their life is making their nervous system flare up, and they're just hearing this ringing constantly, and they find it really hard to get out of that state. Maybe meditation could help that, because it can sort of reduce everything. Like basically you're sinking into the deep parts of yourself, and you're opening up those subconscious places, and you're making them conscious. And so this can really help with people with tinnitus problems, because then they're going to be sort of uplifting and uprooting some like maybe underlying traumas, and then this could maybe help with the tinnitus in ways. I mean, who knows, right? But you may find like you'll start thinking of situations that happened in your past, and you'll be curious, like, whoa, well, how did that come up? Why did that come up? And it's because you're going deep into your brain. You're going to be releasing old memories, and this isn't a bad thing. This can be really healing. You're actually looking at your problems face on, situations in your past that you've just put behind you. You can then confront it. It sounds cliche, but that's a big part of the healing process, is to confront your shadow. Anything that's affected you in the past, then you can really work on it. And then obviously there's people that have just had no trauma, maybe not no trauma, because when you were born it could have been quite traumatic, but people that have generally had a really amazing upbringing, like everything's gone their way, meditation is going to be good for them too. Like I believe that it's a tool that we all should be using, much like food. It's not going to kill you not to meditate, but isn't it part of the reason we're here is to fully experience ourselves? And I know that it's made me more advanced and aware of who I am as a person and what it is to be a human. So it seems to me like a good thing. But yeah, there's a few tips, like putting on some vibrational music will be cool. It helps you tune in. Some of them can be quite harsh, and like the higher frequencies you go, it works in hertz, and anything above 400 is kind of more on the hectic side. Anything lower than that is really soothing. Like there's a really good one, the moon's frequency. If you're struggling to sleep and you've got a bit of insomnia, working with the moon's frequency is really good. That can help you get to bed. Everything has a frequency, right? So you can even work with different plants' frequencies. um, and put some tunes on, and it will enhance your meditation. But my favourite is just to go into it in darkness and silence, and bring up your own dance. So yeah, I hope you're all doing good. My leg's feeling a lot better, so I can happily say that. Just, managing to hobble around. I'm eating a lot of really good food, and all is going good. So yeah, take it easy. I'll see you in a bit.